Hi Megan, my name is Ady Barkan. I am a 33-year-old man with an 18-month-old beautiful son and a wife who I love dearly. Last year our lives were perfect, and then in October I was diagnosed with ALS, which, as you know, is a terrible neurological condition. Every week it's leading me to become more and more paralyzed. My voice is going. I walk with a cane and I use a wheelchair, and worst of all, I have trouble holding my little baby boy, and I can't pick him up when he comes to me and wants to sit in my lap. It is heartbreaking for me to see and to think about the fact that I may not be here for him in the coming years. And I have seen how you speak about your love for your father and the strength of your bonds and your admiration for him. And all I ever wanted was to have that kind of a relationship with my son. And I just want more time with him, even if it's an extra year or 2 years or maybe 5 years, so that we too can build the kind of bond that you have with Senator McCain. But this tax bill that's being pushed through the dead of night would undermine my ability to get that care. It would lead to automatic cuts in Medicare, which would deprive me of the ability to get a ventilator, or could deprive me of that ability. It'll undermine the whole health insurance system, and it'll increase all of our costs and make us face really difficult life or death decisions, when all I want is to have more quality time with my son. Senator John McCain has been a champion, and I know that now he, like me, is fighting for his life. I know that you can reach him, you can connect with him, and I have a message for the senator that I hope you can share with him. I went to his office a couple days ago to deliver this message, and obviously he wasn't there, but I was arrested before I was able to finish my speech. You may have seen video of that from the rotunda. So with your permission, I would like to read you from that speech, and I hope that you can take this message to him. I'm going to get my speech now. Senator John McCain, this tax bill will force hundreds of billions of dollars in cuts to Medicare, which provides care to senior citizens and to cancer patients and to people like me. Senator McCain, if Medicare is cut and the OMB director, Mick Mulvaney, attacks Medicare disability like he said he wants to, I may die sooner than I would have to and suffer needlessly. I want to see my son grow up. I want to see him laugh and play. I want to teach him to read and play chess and backgammon with him. And most of all, Senator McCain, I want to teach him how to be a good person. Will you help me do that, Senator McCain? Many times in your life, you have been a good person and a brave leader. In Vietnam, you were captured and tortured and offered your freedom, but you said no. You refused to abandon your men. You said all of us or none. You were a hero. In Congress, you reached across the aisle to work with Russ Feingold to pass profound campaign finance reform that would help the American people reclaim our democracy. And yet Mitch McConnell had other ideas. He stewed because he believes that money is speech, that corporations are people, and that democracy should only work for the rich. And this summer, while you battled cancer, you cast a decisive vote to save health care for tens of millions of people. You said that the regular order matters, the deliberation matters, that bipartisanship matters, that compromise matters, and that the Senate matters. You said, and I quote, "Our success in meeting all of these awesome constitutional obligations depends on cooperation among ourselves. The success of the Senate is important to the continued success of America." And then, Senator McCain, you voted your values. You stood up to Mitch McConnell. You stood up to K Street. You stood up to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, who mocked you for standing with your men, who insulted you for sacrificing. You stood up to him, and you stood with the people of America, and you voted your values. You stood up for me. You stood up for my baby Carl. You stood up for yourself. You stood up for the Senate. Time and again throughout your life, you have put your principles first. You have voted your values. You have been a hero. We need that John McCain today. One more time. One more vote. Senator McCain, when he was running for office, Donald Trump mocked your service. He mocked your sacrifice. While you were sitting in prison, he was going around with his daddy's money, groping women. And yet he has the gall to criticize you. Will you vote to take away money from me and from Carl and give it to Donald Trump and his sons for their real estate projects? Do your values permit that? Does your integrity permit that? Does your dignity? I know it does not, Senator McCain. You are too great a man. When the historians write the biographies of John McCain, what will they remember? Will they remember his self-sacrifice in Vietnam? His commitment to democracy, his love for the Senate? What will they write of his final year in office? How does the story of the great Senator John McCain end? I believe that you will take a stand for people like me. I believe that you will not enforce the will of Donald Trump and Donald Trump Jr. Senator McCain, you and I are both dying of terrible brain disease, but our spirits remain strong. Our principles are not sick. Our values are not weak. We still control what we do in this day, right here, today. I am here in D.C. because I want to make my son proud. I want to make him proud for the rest of my life, and I want to make my country proud too. I know, Senator McCain, that you do too. You and I have differences, Republican and Democrat, Christian and Jew, old man and young. But we have more in common. We believe in decency. We believe in deliberation. We believe in democracy. So I am here to plead with you. Don't take away my Medicare. Give me a few more years to see my boy grow up. Don't defund medical research that might find a cure for my disease. Don't destroy the institution that you love. You can insist upon a return to regular order and a tax bill that is bipartisan and that does not rip away health insurance for millions of people can be negotiated next year. A bill that will strengthen the economy, protect national defense, protect health insurance, and protect the institution of the senator. More than anything else, what you and I share is our allegiance to a cause greater than ourselves, the cause of democracy, the belief that in a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. The belief that we can come together and forge our destiny, that we can do better in solidarity than in division. That is why I have such faith that you will not support this bill. It tears us apart instead of bringing us together. And in this moment in America, we do not need more division, Senator McCain. Senator McCain, what America needs now more than ever is for you to vote your values. Meghan, I think as you can see, I have tremendous respect for your father. And I know what you are going through now. And I know how hard these coming weeks will be. Please, let his legacy be as great as he is man. Let his legacy reflect the greatness of John McCain. Thank you.